prior experience from NBA 2K21, y'all all know the shooting abilities with low three-pointers was not possible. But as of being on NBA 2K22, it's now possible, like we could in NBA 2K20, to be able to shoot with a low three-point rating, a low mid-range. We can shoot with a 66, a 75 three-pointer, and we won't be in harm. The build won't be garbage because it can't shoot. Now we can end up making crazy builds like this. Today I'm going to be ending up showing y'all boys a crazy ISO build on NBA 2K22. I will tell y'all boys, I wanted to make this build so bad literally on NBA 2K21, but it wasn't a good build to use because the consistency of shooting on that build wasn't as consistent as being on NBA 2K22. But as the build being a small forward, we're going to end up making this build right-handed. It's up to you. But if y'all the boys know about this pie chart right here, the pure playmaker pie chart, the OG pure playmaker, there's a reason why I'm saying OG pure playmaker pie chart. Since 2K added new pie charts, there's a new playmaking pie chart in town. And this playmaking pie chart, I'm not gonna lie, it's way better than the pure play. Even though you don't get 30 playmaking badges, you do get better shooting stats, and also you get a high enough defensive rating on this build. So look, as we starting this off, there's a lot of great ISO builds that I want to give y'all boys. But if y'all guys want to see a dribble tutorial and y'all want the SIGs, get this video 300 likes, and I got y'all ASAP. The fastest y'all get the 300 likes, as soon as y'all get the dribble tutorial and my signature styles. But as you're looking at the build right now, you like, I have an 82 speed. That's not fast enough. That's definitely not fast enough to actually go crazy in the park, go crazy in the stage, go crazy on the tools. Like, we gotta make that way faster. And I'm gonna make sure I make this build as fast as I can. But hey, we're gonna go with the physical pie chart of literally speed. That's the best thing you should pick when you end up using this type of build. If it's a build that already has low speed, I would end up having the speed pie chart. But as we're gonna start off this build, looking at this build, we're gonna end up having a 6'4", 6'5", or a 6'6", based on how you wanna make this. If you're gonna make the small forward version, you're gonna make this build around the 6'4" and 6'6" range. But you can also make it real crazy. But I'm gonna show y'all. But if you're gonna make this build a point guard and you don't wanna be a small forward, you will make this build 6'4". So check this out right here. As I'm upgrading, I'm gonna only upgrade my layups and dunk on this build, but everything else, I'm gonna be on the shooting. I'm gonna max out my mid-range, max out my shooting, and I'm gonna max out my free throw. I'm gonna at least try to get 17 shooting badges. One thing I can say, if you're somebody that you know you can shoot with 9 shooting badges, 6 shooting badges, 10 shooting badges, you don't have to put 17. You might be able to just shoot with 12 and use the other attribute upgrades on finishing. You might end up getting an actual upgrade on your finishing. So look, when it comes to playmaking, we're gonna max out everything in pass accuracy, everything in ball control, and you're gonna max out some of the post control, and you're gonna have a total of 26 playmaking badges. 26 playmaking badges on Hall of Fame. If you guys not subscribed yet, y'all might want to subscribe for this video that's just coming up very soon. It's testing out quick first step on gold and quick first step on Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, I can say it makes a big difference this year, especially how the movement is on NBA 2K22. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those post notifications, make sure you click the bell and put it on all so you don't miss videos like this and prior videos in the future. But look, as you see the build, I have 1, 17, 26, and 9. With this already, this is already looking like a great ISO build, and you're gonna have that tall stature of being a bigger player as with a lot of speed. So check this out. As we're gonna end up making this build, you can make it 6'6", 6'5", or you can make a metric 6'4.5" build. So look, as most people, they're gonna end up messing with the 6'6". I like the 6'6". I would prefer the 6'5". And the reason why, you get more speed on this build, but if you're someone that's going to make the point guard version of this build, I would want you to make the metric system version of this. End up making this by the actual size of 1.94 meters if you're going to go with a 6'4". But if you're going 6'5" small forward, this is the way you will go. You will go 6'5", lowest weight, and you will pay attention to the wingspan. I'm about to show you this very deep, because if you don't pay attention to the wingspan, this will keep you from getting the takeover that you would desire. So check it. As you go between lowest weight and then you go between 1.79, it's going to give you that speed. So look, as me having a 90 speed plus 8, having 98 speed and a 98 acceleration. So check this out. As y'all see, the shooting is looking real good on this build. But even with me maxing my wingspan almost out, literally, if you max your wingspan out, you have an actual decent shooting, but you get playmaking and shot creating takeover. But with this build, the reason I'm making it this way, I'm gonna knock my wingspan down 1. Knocking my wingspan down 1 unlocks the ability to get sharp takeover. With being able to get sharp takeover and you getting the name that you're gonna get, hey, really makes the build a threat. The threat of the build, if you seen a playmaker on the court, you already thinking the playmaker already has low shooting abilities. Its abilities is high enough to even get sharp take. That would somewhat throw you off if you was a defender. You're like, okay, I know he has low shooting, but it's not super high, but it's high enough to still get sharp shooting takeover. As we're getting the name of a point forward, and if you're gonna make this guard, it's gonna be a playmaker. This build right here is gonna be one of the best ISO builds that's not a lockdown. Literally, one of the best ISO builds that's not a lockdown. If you guys want me to drop a video on the top 5 ISO builds on NBA 2K22, don't forget to drop that like. But look, I ain't gonna leave y'all boys out. I told y'all I can't leave y'all boys out without showing y'all some badges. 2K adding this as a new pie chart, I can say I do like this pie chart out of the other few pie charts that they added the most. It really does make more sense to be able to shoot more on a playmaker build, because back then the rating was like, it was semi-low, but now it's not fully restricted. Like, you actually can shoot on low shooting builds. But now I can have a higher shooting ability and still have a low rating. I cannot lie. If you're somebody that you know you can shoot with a build, it doesn't have to be a 93 pointer, it doesn't have to be an 85. If you're somebody that knows you can shoot with a 77, a 80, or even a 75, I can say builds like this and other builds that I'm gonna show you in the future, you're gonna like, especially once they got Hall of Fame playmaking, y'all boys wanna definitely like. But look, as you see, the 26 badges I have, this is what I would really set it up as. A decent round. You're gonna have Bullet Passer on gold, Unpluckable on gold, Quick Chain on Hall of Fame, Handles for Days, Quick First Step Hall of Fame, Glued Hands on silver, we got Bailout on bronze, and I maybe end up throwing Hyperdrive on gold, or I would throw it on Ankle Breaker or Dimer based on what I want. But look, as you still having a few left over, you still got enough to put it on Ankle Breaker, Dimer, Floor General, wherever. 26 playmaking badges is great. As of the shooting aspect of the build compared to last year, of you having to shoot mid-ranges just to be able to shoot on the build, and now you're able to shoot 3-pointers, you're not restricted to literally shoot mid-ranges and dunk the ball just to somewhat get your takeover, and being able to be versatile on a build that's not the same build that somebody else has or uses all the time. But as you see, defensive badges, we got 9 of them. You can do Clamps on gold, Intimidator on silver, and then Interceptor. I can say if you got enough badges, make sure you put Interceptor on. Especially on NBA 2K22, you will want Interceptor. The other badge you might want to put it on Menace or Pick Dodger based on where you're playing. If you're playing 2s, put it on Pick Dodger. But you might want to put that Menace badge on based on what you're playing. So look, as of all these builds that I'm going to end up making this year, I already can tell this is going to be one of my top builds that I'm going to like the most. Like literally, this build right here will be the build that I'm going to like the most and like to play with the most, especially how it's created. Still have more builds incoming, but look, this is just the start. But this is just the beginning of something new. But as you're looking at the shooting badges, I have Gold Hot Zone Hunter. We have the Spot Up badge. Then we have Lucky Sevens, and the reason I put Lucky Sevens up here, so when anytime your center gets the rebound or whoever you play with get the rebound and it's a fresh clock off the board and they pass it to you and you're wide open, it'll be a great amount of boost that you're gonna get when you shoot that ball. And then when you're having set shooters and stuff like that, and plus the clutch shooters and the green machines, I'm telling you, this build is going to be very great. This just based on how you set it up. But when it comes to actual finishing on this build, I will really go with the Limitless Takeoff badge, or I would end up using Contact Finisher, as those are the two majority badges, and even Acrobat. You can throw Acrobat in there. But if you haven't yet, make sure you guys subscribe, drop a like, comment on the video down below. What builds did you maybe want to see come to the channel? People like Luka, KD, Ja Morant, people like that. But it's been your man ChaMoma. See you guys in the next one, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.